So after researching some legal issues, things like that with orthopedic impairment, I couldn't really find anything specific to orthopedic impairment. I didn't find any like Supreme Court cases or anything like that that related specifically to any orthopedic impairment. But like all of the disabilities, it is covered under the IDEA. So students that have an orthopedic impairment are required to get a free education. It's also covered by Section 504 of the Rehabilitation Act that was placed in 1973, as well as the Americans with Disabilities Act of 1990, which both prohibit discrimination and ensure that no matter what, all students get a proper education and they succeed academically. This is really important for orthopedic impairment because a lot of the students who have orthopedic impairments need some kind of assistive technology, whether it be a wheelchair or crutches, a scooter, some kind of technology to help them speak or write, like talk to text. They need that assistive technology, and if these acts weren't put in place, the schools wouldn't be required to get them what they need, or at least try to get them what they need. And a lot of parents can't really afford these things on their own, so it's really important that these acts and the government really enforces that schools try their best to give these students the things that they need, and that the teachers also have proper training on how to use them, because it's not fair to the student if they're using these things and their teachers don't know how to use them and something goes wrong and the student is put at a disadvantage because of that. And it also helps ensure that teachers are using any accommodations, especially if they have an IEP, or also any modifications. Like there's things that obviously should be modified for the lesson. Obviously, if they need to sit farther away or they have some kind of thing that affects their sight or their ability to hear, then that would be a modification that the teacher would need to do. Or if they have a wheelchair, the teacher might need to raise up the desk so that the wheelchair can fit underneath it. Or if they're doing stations in like a scientific lab or something like that, the teacher would need to make sure that the products and the tools are accessible to the student in a wheelchair or on crutches or what have you. And so while these acts seem like something that is just commonplace for us, they're really important to the students that have these disabilities, because it really makes sure that they get everything they need and that they can succeed no matter what is enabling them.